Hi everybody. Today's video is going to be fairly short. I'm going to be telling you the direction I'm taking my channel over the next 6 months or so, and also the changes that are planned for new gear coming into my studio. Hope you'll enjoy the video. Let's get to it. So first up is the music. Most of you know me as a John Denver tribute artist. At least that's what I've been known mainly for during my career. But some of you might know that I'm also somewhat of a prolific songwriter. I've written probably close to 400 songs in my career. So I've got a lot of stuff in my back catalog that I've never really brought out, because usually when I write a song, I'll record what's called a scratch track. That track is really just a simple guitar track with vocal, so I'll remember the melody, and then I move on to the next one. I've wanted to get over this paralysis of releasing things, but I've always felt it needed to be on a professional level, and so getting into a studio is extremely expensive. 78 grand for my big official release with Universal back in the day. So that's kind of kept me out of doing my own thing. But that's going to change now. I'm going to start putting songs together and releasing them every single week from my own catalog. Things that I've written, new things that I'm writing right now. And I'm going to do the same thing of a simple guitar and vocal based on the way that I've written the song, so that you'll hear the original idea. But then after that, and I get feedback from you guys, then I'll start producing these songs fleshed out with full instrumentation, etc. Where I didn't really think I had the skill set to do that in the past, I feel like I do now, especially with good friends like Will Kruger, who many of you know, and Gene Marcoux. So with these guys and maybe some of you pitching in to help with occasional instruments, maybe I need a mando player someday and I can get someone to help me, or a flute player or something like that. That's beyond my skill set. So that's in the works, and you can count on that coming to you starting next week. From the studio tour, many of you got to see that I also have an electric bass and an electric guitar and a MIDI keyboard sitting over here. And so many of the songs that I write needs to have these other elements into it. I've primarily been an acoustic guitar player for my entire career, so that's going to change a little bit as I put in other elements of different instruments. The songs that I write are mainly in the categories of folk, country, and rock. And so I hope I don't freak out too many of you John Denver fans when you hear different aspects of my voice or the music that I'm writing and bringing out to you. It's really my legacy and what I hope is going to be the thing I'm remembered for, rather than being just a John Denver tribute artist during my career. So that's the next thing. And finally, the last thing is I need more gear. I love gear and I love using it, learning how to use it. But as I mentioned, I've got a piano sitting back over here, but it's really just a MIDI keyboard. It doesn't make sounds. It connects through a USB cable into my computer, and then from there I'm able to pick a sound and then play the keyboard. Play is a loose term right now. I kind of know all of the major chords on the piano and the minor chords, and that's really it. But I'm working on getting the coordination to actually sound melodic and to add some of that to my writing. So with that said, during the month of February, sometime before the end of the month, I'm going to buy a new keyboard. I want a synthesizer type of a keyboard, one that has a ton of sounds that are already built in, so that I can just plug it in and play. Someday, I hope to be able to do some live shows where I'd actually take a keyboard with me. I can't do that with a MIDI keyboard. So that's going to be the thing that I bring into the studio this month that is going to round out my experience and hopefully inspire me to play and learn more on the keyboard. And so something that you could look forward to, I hope. So that's it for today. Short, huh? I'm sure that most of you are liking that part of it. Anyway, I love music. I consider myself first to be a singer-songwriter, second to be a musician, and third to be a wigged out home studio recording guy. Those are the areas of my life that mean the most to me creatively. So I hope that you'll take some time to consider leaving a comment. I'm answering almost every comment that comes along right now. And like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I hope that in the future I can earn some excitement and as I grow this channel. So that's it for today. Looking forward to seeing you next week with music. Bye-bye.